What if the one mystery Claire never dared to ask is finally answered? What if, after all the battles, time travel, heartbreak, and healing, Claire Fraser comes face to face with the man she never knew, her father? Outlander Season 8 isn't just the end of the story. It's the moment the past crashes into the present, and nothing will ever be the same. Outlander Season 8 has been called the final chapter, the emotional climax of a story that has spanned lifetimes, wars, and centuries. But beneath the familiar faces, the love between Claire and Jamie, the battles they've fought, and the family they've built, lies a secret so deep, it threatens to change everything we thought we knew about Claire Beecham, Randall Fraser. From the very beginning, Claire's past was a mystery, even to herself. She was a healer, a time traveler, a woman destined to live across ages. But behind those truths was a wound left unhealed, the loss of her parents. We saw glimpses in the earlier seasons. Young Claire sent to live with her uncle after the tragic car accident that took her mother and father. And yet, some fans always sensed a missing piece. Who was her father, really? Why was Claire always destined to walk a path no one else could follow? Season 8 brings this question roaring back. The story begins with a new turning point. Claire and Jamie, now back in Scotland, face the shadow of the past as old secrets resurface. Letters, records, whispers from the stones at Cray na Dun. Clues begin to form a picture of someone who was never supposed to exist in Claire's story. Someone both familiar and completely unknown. A man who left behind trails of magic, of myth, and of bloodline power. A man connected not only to Claire, but perhaps to the stones themselves. Was Claire's ability to travel through time really an accident? Or was it written in her blood from the very beginning? Theories spread fast among the fans. Could Claire's father have been a time traveler too? Was he a guardian of the stones? A man who knew the dangers she would face long before she ever stepped into that circle? The possibility grows with every new clue. And with it, the haunting truth that Jamie and Claire's love story has always been just one small piece of a much bigger tapestry. Season 8 doesn't rest on nostalgia or reunion alone. It's about revelation, about pulling back the veil on everything that's been hidden since the first time Claire touched that standing stone. The storytellers are bringing it all full circle. Every battle, every death, every sacrifice that Claire and Jamie made could now be traced to a past neither of them ever saw coming. Only now the past is coming for them. And Claire is no longer just a healer. She's the key to unlocking the truth behind the stones, behind love, behind time itself. But with truth comes danger. What happens when Claire discovers the man behind her origins? What happens when that man steps forward through history and finally meets the daughter he thought was lost? Will Claire be ready for the truth? Will Jamie? As the truth inches closer, the world around Claire and Jamie begins to shift. Season 8 takes us deep into the heart of Scotland, where whispers from the Highlands meet ghostly echoes from the past. Every stone, every memory, every shadow seems to pull Claire toward the moment she's been unknowingly walking toward her entire life. It begins subtly, a voice in the wind, a name scribbled in the margins of an old notebook, a family crest hidden beneath soot and age. It all leads Claire to a revelation that shakes her to her core. Her father wasn't just an ordinary man lost in an accident. He was a traveler, possibly one of the first, a man who walked through time before Claire ever existed, who crossed ages not for love, like she did, but for reason, for survival, or for duty. And now, Claire must face the truth. If her father could travel through time, then what else did he know? What secrets did he carry? And why did he disappear? This discovery drives a painful, spiraling question through Claire's heart. Did her father abandon her, or was he forced to leave? Could the accident that killed her parents have been a tragic twist of fate, or a final attempt to stop something darker? The stakes soar higher as Claire and Jamie dig deeper. All around them, alliances fray and dangers grow. History has never been kind to them, But this time the enemy isn't just war or politics, it's truth. And truth can wound deeper than any blade. Jamie, now older and wiser, watches the turmoil in his wife's eyes. He knows Claire better than anyone in the world. But this pain, this wound that was unknowingly carved into her heart from childhood, it's something even he cannot heal alone. Still, he stands with her, because that's who they are, not just lovers, but partners bound through time, faith, and fire. As they chase the past begins to chase them back. The stones at Cray Na Dun start to stir once more. Mysterious vibrations, faint hums, a pull that grows stronger with each full moon. Claire begins hearing whispers in languages she's never learned, but somehow understands. It's as if time itself is calling her forward, begging her to step into the unknown. Meanwhile, others have noticed the shift. Time travelers hidden across history, those who've been silent and waiting, now feel the disturbance. Some fear Claire's awakening. Others want to use her, and some may want her dead before she unearths the truth. There are clues to her father's fate scattered across centuries. A ring buried in the soil of Culloden Moor, a letter sealed with wax bearing a symbol no one can trace, a journal in a language not of this time nor any known past. Was Claire's journey ever random, or was it always preordained? The more she learns, the more dangerous the world becomes. Old enemies return, driven not by vengeance alone, but by fear of what Claire's bloodline represents. For Claire is no ordinary traveler. She is the daughter of a legend, perhaps even of a man who shaped the laws of time itself. Now Claire stands on the edge of a cliff between past and future. The man she is about to meet, her father, may hold the final answers to who she really is, but he may also destroy everything she has fought for. Jamie, Brianna, her life in both centuries. Season 8 tightens its grip. The threads of fate twist together, and the audience is left breathless with one terrifying question. What price will Claire have to pay to finally meet her father? The final stretch of Claire's journey begins not with triumph, but with fear. As she and Jamie close in on the truth, time itself seems to rebel. Nights grow colder, shadows stretch longer, and even the skies seem to change. Claire is haunted by dreams of a man she's never seen, but somehow already knows. A figure shrouded in fog, reaching out to her through the centuries. A voice that whispers one word over and over: daughter. As season 8 unfolds, the emotional pressure becomes unbearable. Claire must now navigate not only the mysteries of time travel, but the unraveling of her own identity. She was never just the healer who stepped through the stones. She was never just Jamie Fraser's wife or Brianna's mother. She is something more, someone whose bloodline links centuries, whose fate is tangled in the very fabric of time. And what she's about to discover may change not just her life, but the future of time travel itself. The final stretch of Claire's journey begins not with triumph, but with fear. As she and Jamie close in on the truth, time itself seems to rebel. Nights grow colder, shadows stretch longer, and even the skies seem to change. Claire is haunted by dreams of a man she's never seen, but somehow already knows. A figure shrouded in fog, reaching out to her through the centuries. A voice that whispers one word over and over: daughter. As season 8 unfolds, the emotional pressure becomes unbearable. Claire must now navigate not only the mysteries of time travel, but the unraveling of her own identity. She was never just the healer who stepped through the stones. She was never just Jamie Fraser's wife or Brianna's mother. She is something more, someone whose bloodline links centuries, whose fate is tangled in the very fabric of time. And what she's about to discover may change not just her life, but the future of time travel itself. As Jamie and Claire come closer to the truth, an astonishing revelation is finally revealed. Her father was not just a traveler, he was a guardian, a keeper of the stones, a protector of timelines, and he vanished because the knowledge he carried was too dangerous, too powerful for any single soul to hold. But danger still lurks in every corner. There are those who would kill for this secret, those who believe Claire's existence is a threat to the balance of time, and those who want to use her blood, her gift, to reshape history in their favor. Friends from the past reappear with warnings. Enemies from the future are closer than ever, and fate gives Claire a final, unyielding choice. Does she step toward the man who gave her life, risk everything to meet the father she never knew, and learn why he truly left? Or does she stay with the family she's built in the present, from Jamie to Brianna to the generations yet to be born?